Alexa Bliss just opened up about an unusual experience, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also check out some theories for Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns, and more. Starting things off with a pretty bizarre story for Alexa Bliss. She recently tried buying a hat off a reselling app, but when the seller of the hat saw Alexa's name, they instantly thought it was an impersonator trying to scam them, so they refused to sell the hat and even reported her account on the app. Alexa told the whole story on Twitter. She was just in disbelief about the whole situation. But what the seller did is understandable because even Alexa herself and other superstars always post warnings to fans watching out for people impersonating them across social media. So it looks like the seller knew who Alexa was and figured that there's no way that it was the real Alexa Bliss that was the one behind the account that wanted to purchase something from them, so they refused because of that reason. As far as things go with Alexa and WWE, everyone is still waiting to see how that plays out. It's been right around 5 months since Alexa gave birth, and fans really think her return is definitely happening sometime within the next few months. The only mystery is how will they use her? There's a lot of uncertainty about if Alexa will be a part of Uncle Howdy's faction or not. So Howdy's return, whenever it does happen, should finally give us the answer on if Alexa's a part of those plans. If she is a part of those plans, then she'll appear with the faction during their big arrival. But if she's not there, it looks like Alexa Bliss will return on her own and maybe put an end to her evil character and persona. So the answer to all those questions should be coming up real soon. Rhea Ripley's return should be coming up within the next few months, and it continues to be a highly anticipated return because everyone can see the direction they're heading in, and it's a very exciting one. Like we've been discussing, things between Rhea and the Judgment Day won't be the same when she comes back. Rhea hasn't been around, she's missed a lot of time. Everything is just going to be different, and it'll be hard for her to blend right in. One of those things that will cause Rhea some major issues is the Dominik situation. WWE is heavily planting the seeds and implying that Dominik is having a real hard time waiting for Rhea Ripley and staying loyal to her because he continues to sneak around with Liv Morgan. So by the time Rhea comes back, Dominik and Liv would have probably formed a deep bond and relationship with each other. So Dominik most likely isn't going to abandon Liv for Rhea Ripley again. Rhea Ripley comes back fresh off her injury recovery, and she's getting cheated on by Dominik, who already is a big heel as it is. So the fact that Dominik is a cheater now is only going to get him viciously booed even more. Fans think that the scenario could lead possibly towards a mixed tag team match where Dominik and his new girlfriend / potential Judgment Day recruit Liv Morgan will go up against Rhea Ripley and her male partner of her choosing. Some fans think that maybe Rhea Ripley will get an on-screen partner to replace Dominik Mysterio and help her get revenge on him. Or maybe it's just a friendly male superstar that joins in to take out Dominik. Rey Mysterio is now on Raw, so he's a candidate to take that spot and help out Rhea. Sure, Rhea Ripley has done some pretty awful things to Rey in recent years, but maybe they can put all that behind them and come together since they both seriously despise Dominik Mysterio. There's a lot of interesting directions and routes to take Rhea's return, so we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. Speaking of Liv Morgan, she was recently a guest on Insight, and she told a detailed story of saving CJ Perry and herself from a fire and how it was all possible thanks to something she learned in a WWE match. Liv Morgan had this to say about how that story unfolded. Quote, "Like 2 weeks ago, I fly home from Monday Night Raw and CJ is staying at my house. We're best friends. So she's staying at my house and she's like, 'Do you want tacos?' And I'm like, 'Yeah.' So she puts taco shells in the oven because she wanted to toast them a little bit. And in typical CJ fashion, she hit broil instead of bake. I don't know if y'all know what broil is, but broil is like fire. So pretty much my oven went on fire and we're like, oh my God, I know I have a fire extinguisher and I only know how to use a fire extinguisher because of Extreme Rules 2022. So I swear in that moment, you don't even know, I'm like, thank you, wrestling. So I put out the oven fire and then it burst into flames again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I put out the fire again. And then that was it, end quote. Liv said that the fire extinguisher did leave a lot of residue all over the kitchen, so they scrubbed everything together. Liv says, thankfully, there was no damage to the house, and it ended up being something that they were both sharing a huge laugh about. Roman Reigns made headlines back during WrestleMania 40 weekend because Jordan Brand sent him 2 massive care packages full of Air Jordan products, from boots to hoodies to pants to multiple pairs of fully customized Air Reigns sneakers and other clothing. It was really cool to see Roman Reigns get acknowledged like that personally by Jordan Brand, and it instantly had fans thinking about bigger things. Like, what if Jordan Brand eventually signs Roman to a full-time deal and actually releases the Air Reigns products out to the public? That could be a nice line of products that WWE fans could really sink their teeth into. The topic of Roman Reigns and Jordan Brand crossover is back in the headlines after sneaker websites reported that Jordan Brand is reviving their lineup of Bloodline sneakers. These sneakers are set to be in black and red color. So, the news about these Bloodline-related sneakers quickly went viral amongst the wrestling community, with some fans being confused on if this was an official Roman and Jordan crossover or not. The Bloodline Jordan sneakers have nothing to do with actually Roman Reigns. It was a series they first introduced back in 2019, and they're bringing it back in 2025. But WWE fans just saw the name and familiar black and red colors, so they thought that it was a collaboration that they've been waiting for, but that's not the case. There's no doubt that Roman Reigns will most likely pick up a pair of the sneakers to use on WWE television, but there's no collaboration. But hopefully a deal could be done there so that Air Reigns line actually becomes a real thing. And as far as things go with Roman Reigns and WWE, things continue to be a big mystery in terms of a return. WWE hasn't released a timetable for his return, and there's not even a rumored return time frame either, so it's very hard to tell when he might return. Fans assume that Roman will be back in time to be on the SummerSlam card, but WWE isn't advertising Roman on the SummerSlam advertisements at all. So that's still a big uncertainty. But whenever the return does happen, we can expect Roman to come back right into the big family drama that's taking place right now within the Bloodline. It might actually be a long time before Roman even competes for the WWE title, since he has so much family issues to get onto and catch up on. Roman technically doesn't even belong to a brand right now, but it appears to be a clear one that he's coming over to Smackdown when he's back, meaning that him and Cody will be on the same brand. So if WWE wants to ever have another match between those two, it would be possible. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.